If you don't have time to watch this entire video, then let me just cut to the chase. Wearing a mask, and in our case, wearing a mask in church has everything to do with loving people more than we love our personal preference. And if you're serious about following Jesus, this is a big deal. At this point in our new normal, you and I are used to wearing masks, even if we don't like it. Wherever we go, we have to put one on, and there are all kinds of feelings about them. Some of you don't feel safe in any space unless everybody has a mask on. On the other hand, some of you see masks as unnecessary and a lack of faith, and you may even see it through a political lens, and I get that. But here's why we're going to choose to wear masks inside the building when we gather for church. And the logic here flows from a tension in the early church. In 1 Corinthians 8, Paul addresses believers in Corinth. Of course, these believers were at different points on their journey with Jesus. And at that point, to get meat, you would sometimes come across meat that in its process of coming to market had been sacrificed to idols. So on one hand, you had people who said, I don't even believe in idols, they're not real, but Jesus is, so I'm going to buy this meat, give thanks to God, and eat it, no big deal. On the other hand, you had some people who were not comfortable at all with meat that had been sacrificed to idols. And Paul concludes this, hey, even if you know that idols aren't real and you know that it's no big deal to eat this meat if you give thanks to God, out of love for the person in front of you, if that person's uncomfortable, don't eat the meat. He actually goes so far as to say, if I know it's not a big deal to eat meat, but I know that you are uncomfortable in front of me, then because I love you, I will never eat meat again. In other words, if I don't care about eating meat, but you really care about you, out of love for you, I'm just going to choose to set aside my personal preference and not eat that meat. And the same logic applies to masks today. When we gather together inside the building, we're going to choose to wear masks because we love one another. For further reading on this idea, I want you to read Romans 14. It's so good. But we'll see you on Sunday.